and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Ikaw ang Pangulo para sa pagbabago.
Once again, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Bayan ko sa magnanakaw na trato.
Let us all be seated. To officially welcome us all, may we call on the Southern Philippines Medical Center Chief, Dr. Ricardo B. Audan.
Distinguished invited guests, my SPMC family, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We have a lot of reasons to celebrate this month of March. First is the low transmission and decreasing COVID cases in the country. Second is the completion and opening of our two infrastructures, the Cancer Diagnostic Institute Building and Cancer Treatment Building, that will benefit patients not only from Davao region, but also of neighboring provinces in the Philippines. And third, today's inauguration is also a way of early celebrating the birthday of our dear President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. This occasion is indeed intended for all Filipino people, particularly the indigent and the marginalized. The completion of this project may have been delayed due to unforeseen pandemic, but we made sure that no pandemic will be a hindrance in continuing our services. As a matter of fact, we have really been waiting for this day because the modern cancer diagnostic facility will house the cyclotron, which will be the first to be installed in a government facility in Mindanao. With this, Mindanaoans will no longer have to go to Manila just to be served of these kinds of procedures. With the universal health care, these facilities will surely accommodate a larger capacity and to be a world-class service-oriented medical center and offer the best health care that this country will ever have. More important than that, we make sure that we continue to live up with our motto, which is enriching lives and beyond. Guests of honor, I am greatly honored to stand here before you, Mr. President, to earnestly express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to you and your administration for granting us with your presence today despite your busy schedule and for your continued support to SPMC. For the information of everyone, all of these projects were made possible through the Office of the President under Duterte administration. My gratitude also goes to my predecessor, the visionary of this hospital, Under Secretary of Health, Leopoldo Bong Vega, for starting this project. This wouldn't have come off the ground if it weren't for your vision, your assistance, and of course, with the support of the Secretary of Health, Francisco T. Duque III, means so much to me, and even more to the entire SPMC community. As the successor of Yusek Vega, I promise to finish every project that he has started. To all our invited guests and to everyone present this afternoon, Thank you all for coming to witness the efforts and achievements of all the staffs and the management of SPMC. We, at the Southern Philippines Medical Center, will always prioritize service over training and research. Once again, thank you all for coming and good afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Audan. To give us a brief history of the two facilities we will be inaugurating this afternoon, may we call on Health Undersecretary Dr. Leopoldo J. Vega.
Mr. President, Mayor, Senator Bongo, Secretary Francisco Duque III, distinguished guests, good afternoon to you all. Mr. President, Mayor, allow us to present to you our projects in Southern Philippines Medical Center, which are very close to your heart. The first is the Cancer Diagnostic Institute Building and its modern equipment with a total budget of 528 million from the General Appropriations Act, a priority project of the Office of the President, and its construction started last October 3, 2019. This cancer diagnostic building is equipped with the following: a 64-slice PET scan or a positive emission tomography for the early detection or recurrence of cancer, costing 120 million. Mr. President, Mayor, this is the first PET scan for the island of Mindanao. The second equipment is a 24 mega electron volt medical cyclotron to produce radiopharmaceuticals or isotopes for the use of the PET scan in the diagnosis of cancer, costing 230 million. This medical cyclotron is the first to be installed in a government hospital in the country and the first in Mindanao. The third equipment is a SPECT-CT nuclear imaging facility for the diagnosis of cancer and cardiovascular diseases, costing 78 million, and again, the most modern in Mindanao. And lastly, the construction of the Cancer Diagnostic Building with a total cost of 75 million. The second project, Mr. President, Mayor, is the Cancer Treatment Facility Building with our second LINAC machine, or the linear accelerator, for the radiotherapy for cancer patients. This cancer project was realized through your intercession and was given a budget from the Philippine Games and Amusement Corporation, or PAGCOR, and from the Office of the President of 365 million. This LINAC machine will provide more access for all cancer patients needing treatment in this institution. From the bottom of our hearts, we offer our gratitude, and we are extremely grateful for all of your support and patience, and for giving us the opportunity to serve more of our fellow men. We all wish you, sir, an advanced happy birthday, good health, and thank you for being there for all of us. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Dr. Vega. At this juncture, may we request everyone to direct your attention to the screen. Let us all watch a video showcasing the buildings of the Cancer Diagnostic Institute and the Cancer Treatment Facility.
Cancer is the second leading cause of death among Filipinos. The projects that will be inaugurated will be for the diagnosis and treatment of cancer for the island of Mindanao and for the country. Today, March 25, 2022, the Cancer Diagnostic Facility that houses the PET-CT or positron emission tomography with computed tomography, SPECT-CT or single photon emission computed tomography, other nuclear imaging equipment, and the medical cyclotron will be formally inaugurated. This will enable more Filipinos to access the state-of-the-art modalities for the detection of cardiovascular, thyroid, and renal diseases, and also cancer imaging. The total project cost is 528,556,789 pesos from the Office of the President through the Health Facility Enhancement Program or HFEP of the Department of Health. This facility will house modern equipment for cancer imaging, namely PET-CT or positron emission tomography with computed tomography, and several nuclear medicine equipment. This enables our clinicians to confidently locate active cancer sites in the body. Furthermore, it helps on the detection of cardiovascular, thyroid, and renal diseases. This will greatly benefit Mindanaoans for our fight and diagnosis of many diseases. The facility also includes a medical cyclotron, a machine which will produce the necessary radioisotopes for the operation of the PET-CT scan for cancer imaging. This facility is the first to be installed in a government hospital in the country, which gives us the privilege to supply the essential isotopes needed for future PET facilities in the country. This will truly be a proper step in gaining access to quality advanced diagnostic and therapeutic modalities in pursuit of becoming an apex hospital for cancer and cardiovascular care in support of universal healthcare. Cancer Treatment Building. The Cancer Institute of Southern Philippines Medical Center now has a new annex building that boasts of 2 linear accelerator rooms and 1 CT simulation room. The infrastructure houses the LINAC, or the Linear Accelerator, an important tool in radiation therapy for treating different kinds of cancer and is often used in conjunction with other therapies such as chemotherapy or tumor removal surgery. The total project cost is 365 million pesos from the Office of the President, PAGCOR, and Department of Health through Health Facility Enhancement Program. In one of the LINAC rooms is the newly installed Electa Versa HD, the first in the Philippines. It is a high-end LINAC machine which provides high-definition dynamic radiosurgery and conventional therapy in a single unit. It enables even more conformal treatment that should significantly limit normal tissue exposure and decrease side effects delivered through state-of-the-art techniques unique to Versa HD. This enhances the control of the patient's cancer and give patients a better quality of life. HDRS provides high definition, modulated for faster and more precise stereotactic treatment, hence providing new patient services such as stereotactic radiosurgery or SRS and stereotactic body radiation therapy or SBRT. The innovative imaging and motion management technology found in Versa HD give clinicians the confidence to reduce margins and escalate doses to the target. With these features, SPNC can now provide radiotherapy even to small lesions with greater precision. These facilities that we are about to introduce to Mindanao is truly a great reason for celebration as it makes a host of life-saving tests and treatments accessible to the public, especially to the marginalized members of the society. The two facilities dedicated to cancer care for patients not only from the Davao region but also of neighboring provinces in the Philippines. The presence of the Cancer Diagnostic Facility will provide access to cancer patients from all over Mindanao and other provinces. Both buildings started under the leadership of DOH Undersecretary Dr. Leopoldo J. Vega and was completed during the term of Dr. Ricardo Aldan, SPMC's Medical Center Chief. All these projects were made possible by the Office of the President under the Duterte administration. The Southern Philippines Medical Center Cancer Diagnostic Institute and Cancer Treatment Institute, enriching lives in Davao and beyond.
At this point, may we request the President to lead the unveiling of the marker of the newly constructed building of Southern Philippines Medical Center Cancer Diagnostic Institute. May we also request Secretary Duque III, together with Senator Christopher Lawrence Go, Chairperson, Senate Committee on Health and Demography, Undersecretary Vega, and Dr. Audan to witness the ceremony. Ready, Mr. President? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The marker reads as follows: Southern Philippines Medical Center Cancer Diagnostic Institute Building, inaugurated by President Rodrigo Duterte, Republic of the Philippines. Southern Philippines Medical Center, J.P. Laurel Avenue, Davao City, March 25, 2022. Completed under President Rodrigo Duterte's administration by the Department of Health and funded by the Government of the Philippines. A state-of-the-art facility built to continuously provide modern approaches to detection of cancer and cardiovascular diseases for the Filipino people. At this point, the President shall unveil the marker of Southern Philippines Medical Center Cancer Treatment Facility Building. Ready, Mr. President? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The marker reads as follows: Southern Philippines Medical Center Cancer Treatment Facility Building, inaugurated by President Rodrigo Duterte, Republic of the Philippines. Southern Philippines Medical Center, J.P. Laurel Avenue, Davao City, March 25, 2022. Built under the President Rodrigo Duterte's administration by the Department of Health together with the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation and funded by the Government of the Philippines. A two-story building equipped to provide modern cancer treatment services, demonstrating the Duterte administration's continued efforts to deliver access to quality health care for the Filipino people. Thank you, Mr. President, and congratulations, everyone. And now, may we call on the Health Secretary, Francisco T. Duque III, to introduce our guest of honor.
Friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte, President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Kindly sit. Salamat. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III, Senator Bongo, Chairperson of the Senate Committee on Health and Demography, Southern Philippines Medical Center officials and employees led by the Chief of Hospital, Dr. Ricardo Odan, former Southern Philippines Medical Center Chief of Hospital and Health Under Secretary Leopoldo Vega, fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, akong mga kaigsuonan. Alam mo, may prepare magong speech na every occasion na ana. Pero duhara ka pages pagkahuman manguli na ta. I can read this in about a minute and a half. But it does not mirror my naasa akong kasing-kasing. Dili pod nako subrahan ang akong gibuhat kay trabaho manako na. As a matter of fact, di naman kong kinahanglang pasalamat because I am paid to do my job. Ang kaning akong vocation actually started many years ago. Kada Pasko mo adto ko sa tanang ospital, mahatag og pagkaon o gamayng mga duwaan sa bata o kwarta. Motoy akong estilo. Pagkahuman, naagi ko ang breast cancer patient sa mga bata. You know, sama talaga ng loob ko kung bakit ganong ang buhay. Actually, January si May, pumunta ako doon sa mga bata. Tapos may isang bata na daanan ko, pinigilan yung pantalon ko. Di, sabi niya, Mayor, kanang putlo namang akong tiil sa Lunes. Pwede ko nimo tagaan og tiil. Wa ko katubag dayon, nisulod ko sa comfort room. Hilak yung ko, bakak ba? Kaluoy sa sigkatao nimo. Nganong ana ang kinabuhi. Sometimes you begin to question God. Mag-ingon ko, ug naay Ginoo, nganong ani man ang sitwasyon sa kalibutan. Just like now, there's a war going on in Europe. Ginabombahan tanan ng patay mga bata, tigulang. Di na ako usay sabtan. Muna nga gamayng bike lang sa kuan. Sa mga pare. Pero naka-eskwela ko Ateneo. Walang ko kompleto dito kay gipapahawa ko. Taas naman ng istorya. Pero usay makaingon ko nganong nagbuhat ka magkalibutan ug ibo na lang untang gitabla tanan. If it is really worth the work for 7 days or 6 days, on the 7th day you rested, kay gikapoy ka, nganong wa naman nimo hunag gitabla na lang unta nimo ang sitwasyon sa kalibutan. So, maprangka ko, those were the things that were really bakukang sa ulo ba. I am not a religious person, but I believe in God. Klaro na. But sometimes, kaning mga ingon-aning sitwasyon, may makapadala sa ako, why? Bakit? Muna usahay nga magbikil ko istorya gamay lang kuan. Tubag na ko sa Katoliko. If you cannot enlighten us about the inequality of this world, then do not pretend to be all-knowing and forgiving. So, muna diha. So, from the Christmas, ingon to siyang bata nga, putlon iyang tiil, inako, masiguro mo yan, anak. Kung wala, hindi kita mabigyan ng paa, itong paa ko, ipaputol ko. My legs, ibigay ko sa iyo. So, from that time, every week nandito na ako. Sa lahat ng bata. Tapos makilala ko, and then time, they go. Yung bata na yun, pinaputol yung paa ko. Pinang prosthetics. Sabi ko yung maganda. Yung titanium, hindi yung cast plastic at kahoy. Bilihan kita. So binilihan ko. Ang bata, ang laki pala ng, medyo may pagkatisoy, ang laki ng, lumaki yung katawan. Palagi na dito. 4 yan sila. Ayawan ko yung 2, nag-graduate na ba? Pinaaral ko dito. Alam mo, minsan, paghiwalay ko sa asawa ko, naghanap lang ako ng bahay na maliit lang. So, sabi ko kay Bong, libot ka. Diyan sa Margarita, may maliit na bahay. 2. Maliliit yung bahay diyan. Sabi ko, tama na ito para sa akin. Ako naman lang mag-isa. Children, nandoon man sa asawa ko. Okay na. About that time, I started to be frequent in this place. So, wala silang matirahan. Yung under treatment, wala silang mapuntahan. So, binigay ko yung bahay. Sabi ko kay May, I'm donating it to the hospital. Maghanap na lang ako ng isang bahay na 1 kwarto. Total, ako lang naman mag-isa. Pero kung may magtabi, okay lang. Baski na 1 kama. So yun. Then, marami akong makita sa labas. Yang magsama ng mga parente ba? Alam mo sa bukid, mga pobre, pag masakit ang tatay, anak, manaog na tanan. Diha na sila sa kanto-kanto sa gawas. Napaka-miserable naman itong putang inang buhay na to. So, may dinala ako na 5 milyonaryo dito sa Davao. Sabi ko, magkain tayo. Ako ang magbayad. Pero pagkatapos, pakinggan ninyo. Ako. So, kain kami. Kala na mga gago, mag-inuman. Hindi, may puntahan tayo. Across this compound, doon on the other side of the street. It's government property, city government. Tapos dinala ko sila sa loob. Sabi ko, tignan ko yung tao mo. Hanggang dito, yan. Mga bata tulog sa kuwan. Yung ko manaog ng usa para tambalan, mga sakit yun yung tanan. Madingge na ako na I want a halfway house. Kailangan maglabas kayo ng pera. Nandiyan ngayon, okay pa ba yan, May? Is it? So, sineparate ko, babae, tapos lalaki, tapos yung pagano, because marami rin tayong mga kapatid na Islam, iba yung kitchen nila, iba yung sa Kristiyanos. Para maganda ang samahan. Tapos itong kay May, mga mahal niya na mga anak, sabi ko, May, pag na kapanahon, hindi ko sinabi kung hindi ko man akalain na maging presidente ako. But if given a chance, bilihin ko lahat para sa yun. Naswertihan. Pero yung mayor pa ako, yung accelerator, yung nakaprogram na sa city government of Davao. Yung malalaki building, pati yung mamamahal na nandyan na, nabili na. So there's really no reason for you to go to Cebu or Manila because it's the same machine, same equipment, at saka yung mga doktor, pare-pareho lang naman. Pagka pumasa ka sa board, gaya ng abogado, pasa ka sa bar, tabla na tayo. It's a matter of just learning the art of handling the equipment. So, I am on my sunset of my life. I walk with a limp dahil sa numerous disgrasya sa motor. Hindi talaga ako nadala eh. I'm coming home. God willing. Kita ko Pilipinas, okay naman. And lahat ng sinabi ko sa tao gagawin ko, just the number of my fingers. Hindi siguro mag-abot ng 10. No, nasabi ko, law and order, droga, kasi galit talaga ako. At huwag kang pumasok dyan kasi papatayin talaga kita. You destroy my country. You destroy the youth of the land. I will destroy you. Galit talaga ako. Ewan ko ngayon kung hindi na ako presidente. Pero baka ganun rin. Kaya, yung nakikinig dyan na nasa droga, drop it. Get out of the habit or of the addiction para wala tayong universal health care, education, libre na ngayon, irrigation ng mga farmers, wala na bayad, libre na. Infrastructure, makita man ninyo, when I became president, nandiyan man si Dr. Doke, Secretary Doke, sa cabinet meeting sila, sinabi ko talaga, do not look into the result of the elections. Kasi yung pipildi tangari, daog tangari, ako, sabi ko, in all departments, public works, and highways, lahat, transportation, sinabi ko, tabla, hatiin ninyo ang pera para sa lahat. That is why, saan ka magpunta, especially Luzon, grabe, you can see the stretch of highways as far as your eyes can see. To take them about, usually punta sila sa Ilocos, mga 8 hours, you can negotiate it in 5. There is no traffic 4. Ganun na lang kalapit because ang mga highways, nagawa ako ng mga bago. Yun ang report ko lang sa inyo. But special talaga sa akin itong cancer patient. Kasi, yung, alam mo, sa totoo lang, nandiyan man si May, mga nung hindi pa nag-deteriorate, yung apat yan sila, puro may isang paa na wala. Sabi ko kay Bongbong, sabi mo sa mga tao mo, ipasyal itong mga bata. Hindi pa nakakita ito ng mga bazar na bago, mga SM. Punta sila din, so pinasyal sila sa SM dyan sa Lanang. Tapos tumawag si Bong, sabi niya, gusto man ito sapatos? Sabihin ko, isa lang ang paa nila, ano naman? Iba na lang para maano? Ay, hindi talaga. Yung babae, sabi niya, sapatos talaga kanya. Sabi ko, sige, bilihan mo. So, sapatos ang binili na. Tapos yun namang malalaki na yun eh. Sabi ko na, nakalabas na ba kayo? Kayo man, ilang taon? 16, 17, basta ganong edad. Sabi ko, nakapag-happy-happy na ba kayo? Sabi na, hindi talaga kayo nagkasubok. Bong, patilawa, pagkaugma, ditawag ang buong sirbong, pwede mo balik me? Galit si May. Sabi ko, May, ano, mamamatay na yan. Katikim lang naman bago punta sa malangit man talaga yan. Yung isa, medyo sad siya kasi may nililigawan siya. Tapos sabi ko, sino? Sabi mo, saan? Sabi niya, sa ICC. Sabi ko, paano natin, Immaculate Conception College, paano hanapin yung crush niya? Di, tanong-tanong, sa ito si Bong, yung pala tagamlang rin, tagamlang siya. Yung pag-uwi niya nung maganda siya, hinatid ko pa siya ng helicopter. Sabi ko, sakay kita ng helicopter. Ang helicopter, nilanding ko doon sa harap ng bahay niya. So, medyo maganda ang buhay. Nakatikim talaga siya. Nanang lahat. Nakilala namin yung babae. We arranged for a, nagsama sila one night, one day dyan sa Samal. Happy na yung bata. Fulfilled niya. Sabi niya, niligawan niya, pero hindi pa raw siya sinagot. Kasi one day, pagbalik nung for the prosthetics, in-x-rayan dito, sinabi, may nakita sila na small, Sabi ko, ano yan, May? Sabi niya, leukemia. Putang ina. Nung on his dying, tinawag ako ni May, gagano na eh. Pero he was livid, conscious. So, usap kami dalawa. Sinabi ko na, alam mo, itong buhay na ito, hindi mo alam baka mauna pa ako sa iyo. Pero he was dying that night. Pagkatapos noon, sa sama ko ng loob, tagal ako bumalik dito. Kasi maganda na sana, nag-recover na, tapos na. Pero ngayon na pabalik na ako, matanda naman ako, 77 years old. Ewan ko kung anong magdating sa akin. Pero ako, sa totoo lang, gusto ko pag wala na akong gagawin sa mundo, tapos naman trabaho ko. Kapag may anak ako, kandidato pagka vice president, isa congressman, yung isa mayor. Fulfilled na ako. Itong anak ko sa pangalawang asawa, okay naman ang nanay niya kasi nurse, nag-OFW yan sa Amerika. So, umuwi. So, yan siya yung ano ko ngayon. Fulfilled na ako sa lahat na bagay. Wala na akong mahingi. Kung maghingi pa ako sa Diyos ng marami, sabihin ng Diyos yan, putang ina ka, kahangol mo naman. Umabot ka na dyan. Well, but it was all work. Bihin ko sa inyo, ang tao mag-ambisyon presidente, gago. Gago. Kagaya ko, minsan mamayat ako, minsan tataba ako. When you get to study all documents of the Republic of the Philippines, from all places, provinces and cities, mawalaan ka ng stamina. Sometimes you finish reading. I do not sign. Yung iba kasi pag may initial na reviewed na, ako hindi. Binabasa ko uli. Tapos I sign. Tatapos ako niyan mga alas 7, alas 8, bago ako makatulog. That's why early on I said, my day starts at 1, 2. Kung hindi ka na, kung mangurakot ka, ay walang problema. Wala talagang problema. Hindi ka na kailangang umuwi ng probinsya, may mansion ka na doon. Pero, kanya-kanyang estilo yan sa buhay. Yes, it depends on how you look at life. So, nahiya man ako sa gumawa nito. Nandyan sa likod siguro yan. Basahin ko na lang yung speech nila para tabla. It gives me immense pleasure to join you for the inauguration of the Cancer Diagnostic Institute Building and Cancer Treatment Center here at the Southern Philippines Medical Center. This feat makes me glad, for it is indeed a huge leap that will help address the health needs of our people. I thus laud the SPMC, the Department of Health, and all private partners for investing in the improvement of the health care services in the region. No longer will our cancer patients need to travel far just to receive the necessary treatment and care. The accessibility of modern healthcare facilities, particularly those that cater to cancer patients, would surely help ease the burden carried by patients and their families. I am confident, together with the devotion of the medical frontliners, this project will make a long-lasting and life-changing impact in the healthcare sector and in the lives of the generations of Mindanao. As we welcome the launching of these centers, I urge our medical practitioners all over the Philippines to give the necessary attention to non-COVID-19 cases whose treatment may have been delayed or affected due to restrictions we have to impose. Indeed, it is also my hope that public and private hospitals across the country will be inspired to further improve their services to our fellow Filipinos. Indeed, this project will have a long-lasting positive effect in addressing public healthcare concerns in the region and in the lives of many of our kababayans. As we have seen in the present COVID-19 pandemic, the wellness of the people is the strength of our nation. Let us therefore continue to care for and be heroes for one another as we lengthen our strides towards a better, stronger, and healthier Philippines in the years ahead. Again, congratulations at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this juncture, may we request the President to grant a photo with selected SPMC officials and personnel in 3 batches. Please come on stage as called. Batch 1, SPMC Executive Committee. Batch 1, SPMC Executive Committee. Please prepare Batch 2, Department of Radiological and Imaging Sciences. Batch 2, Department of Radiological and Imaging Sciences. Thank you. Batch 2, Department of Radiological and Imaging Sciences. Batch 3, please prepare Nursing Management Committee and SPMC COVID-19 Task Force. Batch 3, Nursing Management Committee and SPMC COVID-19 Task Force. Batch 3, Nursing Management Committee and SPMC COVID-19 Task Force.
Thank you very much, Batch 3. Batch 4, please go on stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the inauguration. We really... Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the inauguration. We really appreciate your presence, as well as everyone's this evening. A big round of applause for the President! Once again, daghang salamat sa among pinangga na Presidente. Mabuhay po kayo, President Duterte. May we request everyone to remain seated until after the President has left the program venue.